Hi, welcome to my channel Ruby Net Crochet Tejido. Today I'll be teaching you how to crochet this beautiful tabletop. I hope you guys like it and give it a try. And here is the list of material you're gonna need to make it. If you are not already a subscriber, please subscribe and click on the little bell. That way you get notification each time I upload a video. Remember, I make my video in Spanish and English. If you receive a Spanish video and you want to see in English, go to the main page of my YouTube channel that you will find the English version in there. Also, you can send me a message and I can send you the link. To make this small tabletop, I'm gonna use this yarn. They are the loops and thread in wool-like simile lane, 100 grams, 620 meters. The color is golden yellow, super fine one. They recommend a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. I'm gonna use a 2.5 millimeter crochet hook. You're gonna need tapestry needle and scissors. If you're making a big tablecloth, I recommend to use 100% mercerized cotton. It will be much better than this. I don't have that much cotton, so I'm gonna make this in a smaller size for a small little table. But if you have mercerized cotton, I really recommend it. This yarn is 85% acrylic, 15% nylon. To start, you have to do this center motif. I'm gonna show you how to do the motif. I already have a tutorial on how to do these motifs, but I had my long acrylic nails on and I realized that hardly can see exactly what I do, and I decided to record a little piece again in this tutorial. That way you guys can see much clearer what I'm doing. So you're gonna make these ones, and then after you're gonna do the brook lace, and I already done quite a few of them, quite a few this center, and then you will do a full one, and then you will work these ones and attach them as you go. The brook lace, the outer border. So we're gonna start with the center. You're gonna do a slip knot, and you're gonna chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You're gonna do a slip stitch on the first chain. You're gonna chain 1, and you're gonna do a single crochet. Now you're gonna chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and you're gonna do a single crochet, and you're gonna repeat this until you have 6 of these 6 chain space. That's what I did in here, and this is the chain 8 in the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and single crochet. And like that you're gonna continue. When you do the last chain 6, you're gonna do a slip stitch inside that first single crochet. Now you're gonna work the last chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and you're gonna do a slip stitch in the first single crochet, and you're gonna end up with a little 6 flower petal like this. Now we're gonna do this part of the flower in here, and this chain 6 space, I call them petals. So you're gonna go to the next petal, the chain 6 space, and you're gonna do a slip stitch. Now you're gonna chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yarn over, you're gonna go to the same space, and you're gonna do a half double crochet. You're gonna chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yarn over, in the same space you're gonna do a double crochet that you don't gonna finish. You have 2 loops. You're gonna do a yarn over, and you go to the next chain 6 space, and you're gonna do a double crochet that you don't gonna finish. You have 3 loops. Now you're gonna close those 3 loops, and you're gonna finish those stitches. Now you're gonna chain 4 again. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and this is the repetition that you're always gonna do. Chain 4 in the same space, half double crochet. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, yarn over in the same space a double crochet that you don't want to finish. Yarn over. Now you go to the next chain 6 space and do the double crochet that you don't want to finish. You have 3 loops. You're going to close those 3 loops. And again, we start the repetition again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yarn over in the same space that you did a stitch. You're going to do a half double crochet in the center. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yarn over in that same space. You're going to do a double crochet that you don't want to finish. Yarn over, and then you go to the next chain 6 space, and you're going to do a double crochet that you don't want to finish. You're going to close those 3 loops, and again you will chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then in the same space you're going to do your half double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yarn over in the same space a double crochet that you don't want to finish. Yarn over, and then you jump to the next chain 6 space and you do your double crochet, and you're going to close those loops. And like that is how you're going to continue working the rest of the stitch. In this one, where you start with a chain of 8, and the one before that one, you will do your double crochet that you don't want to finish, and then you're going to do a slip stitch and the 4th chain of those 8. So it's very easy. What you're doing is 4 double crochet, half double crochet in the center, chain 4, half double crochet, chain 4, a double crochet that you don't want to finish. You go to the next space and you do a double crochet that you're going to finish with the other one. I'll show you one more time. Now I'm going to show you one more time. You're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're going to do a yarn over in that same space. You're going to do a half double crochet in the center. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yarn over in the same space of the half double crochet. You're going to do a double crochet that you don't want to finish. Yarn over. Now you go to the next chain 6 space and do the double crochet that you don't want to finish. You're going to close those double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. In the same space you're going to do a half double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. In the same space a double crochet that you don't want to finish, and you have the chain 8 space. You're going to count 1, 2, 3, and then number 4. You're going to pass your hook and pass your yarn through and the slip stitch and those 2 loops, and you're done that round. Now we have these 2 more to do and you're done this part. Now we're going to work the last 2 rounds that we have to do, are these 2, and when you finish here you're going to do a chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're going to do a yarn over, and in between that double crochet and the chain 4 space you're going to go through and you're going to do a half double crochet. Now you're going to chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You're going to do a yarn over. You're going to skip that space of 4 chain, the half double crochet, the 4 chain, and then you're going to go in between the 2 double crochet that you close together in the top, and there you're going to do a half double crochet, chain 2, and another half double crochet, and you create it like a V stitch. Like that. Now you're going to chain 10 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You're going to do a yarn over. Again, you're going to skip the 4 chain, the half double crochet, the 4 chain, and you're going to go in between those 2 double crochet, and you're going to do a half double crochet, chain 2, and another half double crochet, and like that's how you're going to continue doing this round of V stitch and a chain 10 space, and the V stitch are half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet, and at the end when you finish And the last one, when you chain 10, you're gonna do a slip stitch on the third chain of this 5 that you did. I will show you one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yarn over the 2 double crochet together, and that's inside there. You're gonna do your half double crochet, chain 2, and half double crochet. And like that, you're gonna continue working until the end, and you're gonna finish with a slip stitch on the third chain. We're gonna work in the last round. You're gonna do a slip stitch inside that chain 2 space, and again you're gonna chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yarn over a half double crochet in that space. Chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the chain 10 space, you're gonna do 4 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're gonna chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yarn over, and the V stitch, you're gonna do another V stitch. A half double crochet, chain 2, another half double crochet. And like that is how you're gonna do this last round. You're gonna finish with a slip stitch on the third chain. I will show you again. After you do the V stitch, you're gonna chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the chain 10 space from the round before, you're gonna do 4 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're gonna chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yarn over, and the V stitch, you're gonna do the V stitch. Chain 2, and the V stitch. And like that, you're gonna continue working all the way around, and you're gonna finish with a slip stitch on the third chain. You're gonna chain 1, cut the yarn, lose the tail, and you're gonna end up with a center piece like that. Like this, you have to do quite a few of them, and then now I'm gonna show you how to do the next round. Now I'm going to show you how you're going to work all the way around, and the first motif, well, I don't want to show you the entire thing because just by showing you in a few spaces you're going to know what to do, and the rest I will explain really well. And when it's time to do the next one, I already record that. I show you here in the video how to do that. What happened was that I realized after I start filming the video that my nails in the tutorial I was going to recommend were too long, they were in the way, and then I decided to show you here a little bit better. That way you guys can see much better. I even half of the tutorial here I have a little bit longer nail in pink, and then when I realized that that tutorial you hardly can see it, and when I cut my nail I redo my nails, that way you guys can see really well what you want to do. So I recommend when you're going to start working this to start in here, in this space of 5, right before the V stitch. No in this one here after, the one before, and no in a V stitch. You don't want to have a seam in there. You want to have the seam in here, in between this space of chain 4. So you're always going to start here. So we're going to do a chain of 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yarn over, you're gonna count from the beginning 1, 2, and in the third chain you're gonna do your first double crochet of 3. So you're gonna do 1, and the next one 2, and in the last one 3 double crochet, and like that's how you're gonna start all your brook lace for this entire design. I'm gonna chain 2, and I'm gonna come here to the chain 5 space before the V-stitch, and I'm gonna do a single crochet, chain 2, you're gonna turn your work, and in the chain and the 3 double crochet, you're gonna do 3 double crochet. Two and 3. You're gonna chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're gonna turn your work, 3 double crochet, one on top of each other. 1, 2, and 3. You're gonna chain 2, and in the V-stitch you're gonna do a single crochet, chain 2, turn your work around, and 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Turn your work, 3 double crochet. One and 2 chain, and the same space where you did the V-stitch, you're gonna do another single crochet, chain 2, turn your work, and 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 chains. Turn your work, 3 double crochet. You're always gonna do this like that. The 5 chain space and the outside, the 3 double crochet, and the chain 2, and a single crochet. Chain 2. Now I'm gonna go to the next chain 5 space and I'm gonna do a single crochet. Chain 2, and like that you're gonna continue working all the way around. I had to do 3 double crochet, chain 5, 3 double crochet, chain 2, single crochet, and the chain 5 space. And the only space that you're gonna do 2 of these motifs are on the V-stitches. 2 in this one, 2 in the next one, 2 in this one. That will create your hexagon. And then you're gonna work all the way around, and you're gonna finish in this space of chain 5. You're gonna do a single crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, chain 1, cut the yarn, and leave a tail long enough for sewing. I don't want to show you that because this one I need to work in the motif. Like I mentioned, I already I started recording this tutorial, and then I realized that my nails, blah blah blah. I already mentioned that, and then I decided to show you how to do this part. So at the end you're going to finish like this. I already have this one attached to the rest of my work, what I'm doing. So I just wanted to show you how you're going to finish your first motif. You're going to finish like that, you see, with chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, chain 1, cut the yarn, and leave a tail long enough for sewing. And then you're going to sew these 2 ends together like that, and you create your full motif. And then I already recorded here and how to attach the next one to the first one, so I'll continue with that video. You're going to see me with different color nails, but that I've done this after I record the other part. So I'll continue with the tutorial. So now I'm going to show you how you're going to attach this one to the first one. So when you do the first motif, you will have the center flower and these stitches coming out and coming out. You create like a V-stitch in these 2 rows, and then after that you put 2 of the brook lace motif inside the stitch. So you will have 2 in there. So if you look at that, straight out, you'll have a loop. And then that one straight out, you'll have another loop. So we're going to attach the next one between those two loops. And this one's here. So I'm going to work in that stitch in here. You see, it's like a V stitch. So I'm going to do the first one in there. And then when you're working on the outside of the second one is where you're going to attach them. So you chain 2, come to this one and do single crochet, chain 2, turn your work around, 3 double crochet. If by any chance I say 4 double crochet, it's because all my brook lace most of the time is 4 double crochet, but this one is a 3 double crochet brook lace. So now you're going to chain 2 and you're going to turn your work and you're going to come to this loop and you're going to do a single crochet. You're going to chain 2, you're going to come to this one and you're going to do your 3 double crochet, 1, 2 and 3. Now you're going to chain 2 and you go to the same space and you do your single crochet, chain 2, turn your work, you're going to do 3 double crochet, 1, 2 and 3. You're going to chain 2 and you have to make sure that this work is not twisted, only in this one, and then after don't gonna twist anymore because you can twist this and then go backwards if you don't pay attention at this point. So you're gonna come here, single crochet, chain 2, turn your work, 3 double crochet, chain 2, go to this chain space, single crochet, chain 2, turn your work, and you're going to continue working your 3 double crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, chain 2, single crochet, and so on until you finish in this space in here. And then you will continue with the rest of that motif. Like that, you're going to continue working. Now, after you attach in these stitches, you're going to continue working the rest. You're going to cut the yarn, sew them together, lose the tail, and work in the next one to put here together. Attach to this one and that one. Something that I really recommend before you cut the yarn is to make sure that you have all the stitches right, that you have the 2 stitches in the same space on each of these ones, that you don't missing one, because if you're missing one, you don't gonna have the right amount of loops outside for the next step. So you have to make sure that you have that right, and then you cut the yarn and then sew the 2 ends together, and then you're ready for the next motif. I'm ready to go with the next one, and this was the first one that I did, so I'm gonna attach from this one. You see the straight out, and then in here, and then straight out to this one. So that will be like so, and here this one. So I'm ready to go. I already did my first stitch in this one. I'm working in the outside, so I have my chain 2. I'm gonna come to the center of this loop, and I'm gonna do my single crochet, chain 2, yarn over, my 3 double crochet. That's exactly the same, nothing changed. Chain 2, work again in the same space, the single crochet, chain 2, turn your work, and you're going to do your 3 double crochet, and you're going to continue attaching, you see, exactly the same, your 3 double crochet, chain 2, single crochet, and so on until you get here. When I start to work in the center, I will meet you here, and then to continue and then this part, and then you'll finish this one. I started doing this after the second motif. You see, this is the first one where you have the 2, and the second one, and I started doing that. Now I'm gonna work on this one, and it's exactly the same. You're gonna chain 2, 1 and 2. You're gonna go to the single crochet, and you're gonna do a single crochet and a single crochet, chain 2, turn your work, continue working in the same motif. So I have to do my 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3, chain 2, a single crochet in the same space, chain 2, turn your work, your 3 double crochet now, 1, 2, and 3. You're gonna chain 2, and you're gonna go to the next loop that is from the next motif, and you're gonna do your single crochet, chain 2, turn your work around, and it will look like this, you see. And then you're gonna continue working in this one and attaching to this one until here, and then you will finish this one. And then the next one, you'll come here and do exactly the same as you did with this one. You come and start in here to that one, to this one, and you finish, and the next one, and the next one, and then when you want to work in the last one, I will meet you here. So I have to do 1, 2, 3, 4 in total. When I'm working number 4, I will show you how you're gonna do that one, because in total, since this is a hexagon, you have to put 6 all the way around. But it's exactly the same as you done with this one. You're gonna continue doing with the other one. Always making sure that in this space you have 2 of these loops with a single crochet in this one. That way you have the same amount of loops in the outside of your motifs. I'm gonna work the number 6, the last one in here, and we're gonna start in this one to your right, and then the center one and the one in the left. So you're gonna start from this loop to this one in here, and then to that one, and to the last one in here. And those 3 motifs you have to attach the last one. once you finish the first round of motif, it will look like this. It looks absolutely gorgeous. You can leave it like this if you like. But I'm gonna do one more round just to show you how you're gonna continue, just in case you want to do this bigger. But to my taste, I like it like this. It will be perfect because I don't have a big circular table. But just for the tutorial purpose, I'm gonna do one more round. And this one I have 6, and the next one I had to attach 12. And I'm not sure after that if it will be 18 or 24. I don't know. After I do that round, I will count and I will let you know how many more for the third round you'll have to do. But this will look absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if you can make this as a for a long table. I don't know how I'm gonna look, but this is perfect for a circular table. That's why I'm doing for a circular table. But I absolutely love it. So the next one will be, it's exactly the same way we attach this round, we're gonna do the next rounds. The next one, for example, it will go in here from this one to this one, and then the next one it will go from that one that I'm gonna attach to this one in here. You see, from these two, and then the next one will go in here, and so on. But I'm gonna do the first one, and then when I have time to do the second one, I will show you. But I absolutely love it. Here I have 3 of these. I'm gonna make the other ones, or a few more, and then I will start working in the next round, because it's easier when you have this done to start just working in the outside. I already finished this one in here, and you see this is the one in the center. Now I'm ready for the next one, and the next one I'm gonna go from this motif to this one, from this loop to this loop. So I'm ready to go with this one. I chain 2. I'm gonna come to the loop. I'm gonna do the single crochet, chain 2, and I'm gonna continue working. Now you know every loop that you do from this one, you have to attach to these 2 in here. When you do the center loop of this V stitch and here until you get to this one, and then you'll continue working in this one by itself. You'll finish, cut the yarn, sew together, make sure that you have all the stitches that you're supposed to have, and cut the yarn and sew together. And then for the next one, you will come here and you will do it like this one, except you will have this one already here. I just wanted to show you from what space you're gonna do. You're gonna come to the next motif. From this one, you're gonna attach in all those stitches in all of this one and until this one in here, and then you'll have your motif in here. And then for the next one, you'll attach the next one like you did to this one in here, and so on. I just wanted to show you from where to where you're gonna do the motif, because you know now how to put 2 together, how you're gonna do the union from the motif. Okay, so I'll continue working on this one, finish this one, and I'll show you for the next one from where to where you're gonna work with the next one. Now I have to do the next one, and that will be from this loop. And I almost I was counting how many of these I have, and I almost did one too many, because you have to have 1, 2, 3, 4 V stitch for the next one. So I'm gonna start in this one, a single crochet, chain 2, and I'm gonna continue. Now I know that each loop that I have to do in this one, I will have to go attached to the one in here until I get to the last V stitch. After that, you'll come here and do the next one, and so on. You're gonna go all the way around this border until you get to the last one. When I get to the last one, I'll show you how you're gonna do that one, and from there, if you want this bigger, you can do as many rounds as you like. For mine, gonna be just this round, that way I can show you how to do it. Something that I want to recommend, I really recommend, is when you do the first round around the center one, to mark the center one. That way, when you're working in the next round, you know which one is the center, because it's really confusing when you look at it, and if I don't have a marker there, which one is the center motif. And that way you continue working in the round. So I still had to do these few here and then this part. I only have one more left to go, and it will be attached as you did the last one. And here you're gonna place it from this one to this one in here, to this one, and the last one in here, and then you'll finish this motif and I will be done. I only gonna do those two random motifs because I mentioned before I don't have a table, a circular table big enough to do this. I just showing you those two round. That way, if you want to make this bigger, you can continue making it as big as you like. So I'm gonna finish doing this and I will show you the end result. Once you finish, it will look like this. I absolutely love this piece. I only did two rounds. So the first one in the center, 6 in here, and 12. That was 19 motif in total. Now, if you're gonna do more motif, you in the next round we will take 24 motif. 6, 12 is always double, and the next one 24, double of the 12, and so on. So you will make this as big as you want or as small as you like. It's up to you. I absolutely love. I wish I had some white or cream or something lighter for this, because these look amazing. I still absolutely love it. And this is the amount that I have left from a full bowl, because I had half a bowl. So I start with a half and then I use some of these. So with one full one of these, I think of this same type, I think you will have enough for this, maybe one and a bit for this size. Well, I hope you guys like it, and give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. If you make this beautiful design and you want to send me some pictures, you can do it through my Facebook page, Ruby Net Crochet Tejido, or my Instagram, Ruby Net Crochet Tejido. Something I forgot is to mention that I put a handmade tag in the border, that way I know which is the right side. Please share my video with friends and family. That way you help me grow here in YouTube and in groups. I wish you have a beautiful day. Bye.